Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. It's your physics class today. As you all know that we have today the last topic of unit number 3, that is centrifuge. Now before we starting the last topic centrifuge, first we discuss the important topic, that is the centrifugal force. Now what is the centrifugal force? Centrifugal force is the opposite force of the centripetal force. We have studied that the centripetal force compels a body to move in a circular path, but centrifugal force is that force due to which the body is compelled outward from the circular path. So in this figure you can see easily the direction of the car towards the center, it is called the centripetal force, and outward from the circle it is called the centrifugal force. Now what centrifugal force? In this figure, the red object will make the turn only if there is enough friction on it. Otherwise, it goes straight. The apparent outward force is called the centrifugal force. It is not a real force. An object will not move in a circle until something makes it. Now, by this diagram, we can easily clear the centrifugal force. Now in this figure, just like we have an inward seeking force, we show the arrow. With circular motion, we can also have an outward seeking motion. This outward seeking motion, it is called the centrifugal force. So in the figure you can easily see that both the forces are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. Centripetal force is the inward force while the centrifugal force is the outward force. In this figure, although the centripetal force pushes you towards the center of the circular path, it seems as if there also is a force pushing you to the outside. This apparent outward force is called the centrifugal force. So these are the different examples of the centrifugal force and the centripetal force. Now we can easily compare the centrifugal force and the centripetal force. If an object moving in a circle and experiences an outward force, then this force is called the centrifugal force. While the centripetal force, if the object travels in a uniform speed in a circular path, is called the centripetal force. The object has the direction along the center of the circle from center approaching the object. And in centripetal force, the object has the direction along the center of the circle from the object approaching the center. Now the example is of centrifugal force is the mud flying of a tire, and the example of centripetal force is a satellite orbiting a planet. So in this way we can easily compare the centrifugal and the centripetal force. Now in the previous topic we have studied the centripetal force. Now the topic is the application of centripetal force. Now in the application of centripetal force, the following are some daily life applications of centripetal force, in which the most important is the banking of roads. Now what is the banking of roads? It is defined as the phenomena in which the edges are raised for the curved roads above the inner edge to provide centripetal force. In this figure you can easily see that the outer edge of a round track is kept slightly higher than that of the inner edge, which is known as the banking of roads. Now when a car moves along a curve, centripetal force is required. In the absence of this force, the car will skid off the road. The force of friction between the tire and the road provides this centripetal force and keeps the car moving on the curved path. However, if the tires are worn out or the road is slippery due to some rain, snow, oil or a spill, the friction will be not enough to provide necessary centripetal force. Now, The centripetal acceleration is necessary for a car to round a curve. The driver is standing to move in a straight line by Newton's first law, whereas the car has begun to follow the curve path. To make the driver go in a curve, the seat or the door of the car exert a force on you. On a flat road, this force is applied by the friction between the tires and the road, and if the frictional force is not great enough, sufficient force cannot be applied and the car will slide out of the circular path into a more nearly straight path. Banking of curves can reduce the chance of skidding because the normal force on the road, which are acting perpendicular to the road, will have a component towards the center of the circle, and so less friction is needed. So in this case, the normal component of the vehicle increase friction to provide necessary centripetal force for safe turning around the circular track. That is, roads must be steeply banked for high speeds and sharp curves. Since the race car tracks are designed for high speeds, every turn has its own limiting speeds to pass, depending upon the banking provided. Now, the next topic is about the centrifuge. Now, what is centrifuge? A centrifuge is a device you can easily see in the slide that separates the substances suspended in a liquid by spinning a sample of liquid very quickly around an axle. Now, it is the structure of the centrifuge. A separator is a centrifugal device. Any small denser particles found in the liquid travel in a straight line inside the test tube obeying Newton's first law. The liquid in the test tube applies a centripetal force on these particles to keep them moving in a circle. After running the centrifuge at high speed for a period of time, the particles become clumped together at the bottom of the test tube, which can be collected and the sample is analyzed. The same centrifuge principle can be used in these commonly used devices that are called the separator and the washing machine dryer. Now first we talk about the separator. A separator is a centrifugal device that separates milk into cream and skimmed milk. Formerly, the cream separation was made by gravity method. In 1880, C.G. Delaval of Sweden devised the first mechanical cream separator based on the principle of centrifugal force. In this machine, milk is whirled rapidly since milk is mixture of light and heavy particles. When it is rotated, the light particles gather near the axis of rotation, whereas the heavy particles go away, and hence the cream can easily be separated from the milk. Now, cream separators help people to get the cream and skim milk quickly and preserve dairy products, especially in hot seasons. Now, second device is the washing machine dryer. The washing machine dryer is a kind of centrifuge. The dryer consists of a long cylinder with small holes on its walls. Wet clothes are placed in this cylinder and then rotated rapidly. Water moves outward to the wall of the cylinder and is drained out through the holes. In this way, clothes become dry quickly. Now I hope that the centrifuge and its application and the application of centripetal force is all clear to you. Now these were our last topics. Now we solve our last assignment, that is assignment number 3.9. And the assignment is: a pilot is flying a small plane at 56.6 meter per second. Now the speed is given to us in a circular path with a radius of 188.5 meter. Radius is given. The centripetal force needed to maintain the plane's circular motion is 1.89 into 10 raised to power 4 Newton. Centripetal force is also given to us. What is the plane's mass? Now here we will find the mass of the plane. Now our data will be speed v equals to 56.6 meter per second, radius r equals to 188.5 meter, centripetal force Fc equals to 1.89 into 10 raised to power 4 Newton. The required is mass m. Now here v, r and Fc are given and we find the mass. Now formula will be Fc equals to minus mv square by r. Now if we want to find the mass, our formula will be minus FCR divided by V square. By putting the values, we get Fc is 1.89 into 10 raised to power 4 Newton, R is 188.5 meter, V is 56.6 meter per second whole square. Now by multiplying the numerator's value, we get 3562650 and the square of 56.6 is equals to 3203.56. By dividing these two values, we got minus 1112.090 kilogram. Now mass equals to minus 1112 kilogram. Hence mass is a scalar quantity. This negative sign is for acceleration. So our mass is equals to 1112 kilogram. It is our result. Now I hope that this all is clear to you. Till the next class, Allah Hafiz.